Fed is meeting next week. So what should people be concerned about? Should they be concerned? Why or why not? What's up?
That's a good question. And, nobody knows the answer, obviously, but there's been a lot of talk lately about the Fed changing course, right? I mean, Powell is out prior to next week's FOMC meeting saying, we're still going to raise interest rates, but maybe now we don't have to do it as quickly or at the same pace we were in the past, that they're seeing some of the effects of their work. Right, we'll have a better feel next week once we get the producer price index numbers out on the 9th, the consumer price index numbers out on the 12th, and of course the Fed decision next week. But my guess is they're going to continue to raise rates. Maybe they might cut back on their pace. I don't know. I think they're going to do so into a bit of next year because he's got to show some resolve. But like I've said in the past, Powell can't do what Volcker did in the 70s. Powell's got this $31 trillion debt hanging around his neck. And if he raises too high, he can't get on top of inflation because if he goes too high, they can't service the debt and we're going to default the currency another way. So at some point, he's going to pause. And on the very inkling that he might pause, the markets went wild last week, and it was like everybody was celebrating in the streets, like when the Wicked Witch of the East was killed with Dorothy's house in The Wizard of Oz. The Munchkin land was in an uproar, and that's what happened with investors once this news got out about Powell slowing down, not even stopping. So in the end, it doesn't matter, though. Do you know why?
No, why?
Because Congress isn't changing its behavior. The reason Fed Chairman Powell and the ones before him and the ones after him have such a tough task is they really are only left with two choices. When Congress spends, and this is apolitical, okay, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Green, whatever, three-horn party, it doesn't matter. They spend more money than we take in because they're trying to hold on to votes. They're going to do that more and more as people are more and more disgruntled with the economy, and they're going to see their standard of living drop. Congress is going to promise more things and deliver more things with money they don't have. And that means Powell has to do one of two things: default the currency or inflate the currency. And they're going to inflate the currency. And in the end, the best you can do is protect yourself by owning real things that people need, not what people want. So energy, agriculture, housing, precious metals. These are needs, not wants. And that's probably the best way to protect yourself going forward.
And I mean, the government spending, this is not new. No. This has been going on for a long time. So it's not going to fix itself overnight.
Exactly. Now, those people that are interested in buying precious metals, just a little update on that front on the physical side. Premiums have been sky high for the better part of this year. I mean, I know people have heard and seen firsthand stories of buying Silver Eagles at 90% premiums, and those are all true stories. What's happening now is the premiums are coming down a bit. Silver Eagles, you're probably looking about 66% versus 90%. So they've come down significantly. I think Gold Eagles, if you're buying 10 or more at a time, probably about 12.5%, not quite down to the 5% they used to be at, but 12.5%. Delivery times are coming down. The problem is the spot prices are coming up too. And net, you're paying about the same amount for an ounce of gold or silver that you were in the past. So I guess it's promising the direction we're moving with premiums, but the good news is the price is moving up for those that already have it.
So maybe for Christmas, what people want to consider is buying themselves some gold or silver or precious metals, or gifting it to a loved one.
100% agree. Glenn Kirsch, one of our founders, my uncle Michael's partner, basically always told me, pay yourself first. When you get a paycheck, put some money in savings, pay yourself first. Gold is a great way to do that for you and the people you love.
So I'll just finish off by saying, if anyone has questions for you, Rich, or wants to get in contact, send us a message and we're happy to make the connection.
Absolutely. And thank you for the opportunity, and wish everybody a wonderful holiday season, a Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. Wish you the best for you and your families.